friends, so this week our theme is construction. And people that do construction are called construction workers. And our book is called Good Night, Construction Site. And in this book, we are going to see some of the really, really big vehicles that construction site workers use. And then we are going to take a look at some of the smaller tools that construction workers use. So first, let's take a look at our Good Night Construction Site book. Good Night Construction Site. So friends, is this book during the day or at night? It's at night. Good job. And we know this because what is this? What do we see? It's the moon. Good job. Can you point to the moon? Nice job pointing to the moon. That is the moon. And we see the moon at night. Oh, but guess what? It is not nighttime right now. It is daytime because I see the sun. It is bright out. Down in the big construction site, the tough trucks work with all their might to build a building, make a road, to get the job done, load by load. Oh my goodness, friends, look at all of those really big vehicles working very hard to get the job done. These are all of the vehicles that construction workers use to get jobs done. Look at, they are digging, they are moving, and they are pushing things to get jobs done. The sun has set, the work is done, it's time for trucks to end their fun. So one by one, they'll go to bed to yawn and rest their sleepy heads, then wake up to another day of rough and tough construction play. Good night, trucks. Should we count how many trucks we see? Get your pointer fingers out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, friends, which one is the tallest truck? I want you to point to the tallest truck. Look at this one. Look how tall it is. That one is the tallest truck. I bet you that can reach things that are very, very high or can move things very high. Working hard to help his team, crane truck raises one last beam. So look, our friend, the crane truck, is the one that is very tall. This is a crane truck. It can raise things very high. Reaching, stretching, lifting high. Can you reach very high? Like the crane truck, reach high, high, high. Good job. He swings the beam into the sky. He'll set it down right on its mark. Then off to bed, it's almost dark. So friends, the very tall truck is called the crane truck. He slowly folds his boom back in, and then with one last sleepy grin, he tucks himself in nice and tight, then cuddles up and says, good night. Shh. Good night, crane truck. Good night. Can you say good night to the crane truck? Say, good night, crane truck. Good night. Uh-oh. Spinning, churning all day long, cement mixer sings his whirling song. Can we turn, 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 turn? Like the cement mixer, that's what this truck is. That is the cement mixer. Can you point to the cement mixer? Good job. And you tell me, cement mixer. Good job using your words. Now he's weary and so dizzy from the fun that keeps him busy. With one last spin, he pours the load. He's ready now to leave the road. So look, he pours cement. That's what his job is. He mixes, and then pours the cement. That's why he's called the cement mixer. He takes a bath, gets shiny bright, pulls up his chute and turns off his light. He cuts his engine, slows his drum. He dreams sweet dreams of twirly fun. Shh. Good night, cement mixer. Good night. Can you say good night to the cement mixer? Good night. Uh-oh. Dump truck loves to work and haul. He carries loads both big and small. He moves the dirt from place to place, then dumps it with a happy face. So look, friends, our next truck is the dump truck. He gets his truck full of dirt or rocks or whatever and dumps it out. That's his job. He is the dump truck. Can you point to the dump truck? Good job. There he is. That's the dump truck. One final load spills on the heap. Crunch. Now dump truck's tired and wants to sleep. He lowers his bed, locks his gate, rests his wheels. It's getting late. He dims his lights, then shuts his doors, and soon his engine slowly snores. Shh. Let's say good night, dump truck. Good night, dump truck. Pushing with his mighty blade. Oh, our next one is the bulldozer. He pushes. Can you push? You do push. That's his job. The bulldozer likes to push. No one's as tough and strong as he, but now he's sleepy as can be. He puffs some smoke out of his stack, turns off his engine, and stops his track. Now we need to say, shh. Good night, bulldozer. Good night. You say, good night, bulldozer. Can you point to the bulldozer? There he is. Good night, bulldozer. Now, scooping gravel, dirt, and sand, excavator shapes the sand. Look, our next one is the excavator. Can you point to the excavator? Good job. His job is to scoop, scoop, scoop. You do. Let's scoop, scoop, scoop. Good job. He digs and lifts throughout the day, but now it's time to end his play. A few more holes to dig and soon he'll roll to bed beneath the moon. Shh, it's time to say good night to the excavator. Let's all say good night, excavator. Good night. These big, big trucks, so tough and loud. They work so hard, so rough and proud. Tomorrow is another day, another chance to work and play. Turn off your engines, stop your tracks. Relax your wheels, your tracks and backs. No more huffing and puffing, team. It's time to rest your heads and dream. Construction site, all trucks in tight. The day is done, turn off the light. Great work today, now shh. Everyone say good night, construction site. Good night. Good job, friends. We were able to see some of the trucks that the construction workers use while working on a construction site. Now let's look at some of the tools that construction workers use. And some of you might have these tools at your house. Your mommies, your daddies, your grandparents, your aunts or uncles, or some of your family members might have these to do some of the projects at your house. And you might have even used some of these. Maybe you have some of these that you use. Screwdrivers, saws, hammers, and nails. Can you point to the hammer? Good job. What about the saw? Can you find a saw? There it is. And I see some nails too. Wood, bricks, ropes, and pails. I see some wood and some bricks and even rope and pails. Metal, steel, plaster, brass, hard hats. Oh, hard hats are very important for construction workers to wear on their heads to keep them safe. We want to make sure that nothing falls on their heads to hurt their heads. That would not be okay. They could get very hurt. Ladders, pencils, and glass. Ladders can help people climb up very high. Shovels, pipes, orange cones. What do we use shovels for, friends? Shovels help us to dig, dig, dig. And you are going to make a cone, construction cone, for craft this week. Nuts, bolts, and danger zones. Scissors, wrenches, pliers, screws, all the things that builders use. Can you point to the wrenches? There they are. Good job. So these are some of the tools that construction workers use. And we even have some of these tools in our classroom for you to use this week. We have a whole construction site set up for you to pretend to be a construction worker this week. I cannot wait for you to see all the fun things that we have for you to do this week. So I will see you guys later, and make sure that you do your circle activity and your craft for the rest of the day. See you guys later.